It's been a long time coming, and I know a change gon' come. Oh, yes, it will. What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the Hot Button Sports Show. I'm your host, Isaac Lane. And today I had to start this video out with a hymn of preparation for what we're going to get into, because it's been a while since my last upload. It's been about 10 days, 9 or 10 days. Sorry, but not sorry. I spent the last week plus celebrating my personal accomplishments. I graduated from college. Watch out, America. A black man just graduated from college. Sweetest to the sweets, I always say. But yeah, spent that time, celebrating that accomplishment with family and with friends. But we're back. And I also want to celebrate the fact that we are over in just a couple months. We are over the 400 subscriber mark. Thank you guys so much for subscribing to the Hot Button. Listen, if you have not subscribed already, like this video, subscribe to the Hot Button Sports Show so you don't miss an upload, because over the next several weeks, it's going to be upload mania. And in these last 10 days or so, a lot has happened in the sports world. We got a lot to get into. Where do we start? Where do we start? Where do we start? I know, Jimmy. The Falcons! Let's start with Atlanta's own pride and joy. The Atlanta Falcons. Because their star, once-in-a-generation talent, Julio Jones, says, I want out. The fat lady has sung, and the fat lady is currently singing. He's gone. He's out. Hasta la vista. Hasta luego. Whatever. Treat it like the day of Pentecost. Speak it in your own language. However you like to talk. Just know Julio Jones is out of there. Where do we begin? Let's start with this. The Falcons organization. I'm not even gonna say y'all suck. Here's what I'm gonna say. Shame on you. Shame on you. You had let's get a little serious now. You literally had a once in a generation talent in Julio Jones. You couldn't keep him happy, in part because you had two once in a generation, not once in a generation, but two generational talents. Your quarterback. I hear what you're saying, yeah, but you check his numbers, man. He's up there. He's a statistician. He's a stat stuffer, but he doesn't know how to execute. He's not an executor. He doesn't know how to execute. He gets executed in big games, but my gosh, he has talent. You have this generational talent. And for the last decade, the Falcons have had a top 5, top 10 offense each and every year. But the incompetence of that front office, you don't build a Super Bowl team around the shiny pieces. You build it in the trenches, baby. You build it in the trenches. And so now the Falcons are without Julio Jones. He is not coming back. So I want to take the next few minutes to talk about the hot buttons. Top 5 with one honorable mention, landing spots, destinations, whatever you want to call it, for Julio Jones. Disclaimer. This is not going to talk about what teams got to trade in order to get him. This is not what you probably heard on ESPN or some other sports outlets. This is not where I even think he's going to go, but this is where I think he fits best. All right, let's get into it. And this is in no particular order. Julio Jones, where should he go? Best fit for Julio Jones. Y'all let me know in the comments what you think. Number 1, the Philadelphia Eagles. Yep, the Philadelphia Eagles. And here's why. The Philadelphia Eagles have a young, fresh, new quarterback in Jalen Hurts. But this is also the most risky. You know, it's real risky with this. But let me tell you why it's a good fit. It's a good fit because you got weapons. They just drafted Devon Smith. You got a decent defense, got a decent offensive line. Most of all, I love Jalen Hurts. I like Jalen Hurts. I'm high on him, man. He will officially have a quarterback who can extend plays. And if the pocket semi breaks down and Jalen Hurts is scrambling and you got a 6'5", 230-pound wide receiver, Julio Jones, streaking, it could smell and spell bad news for opposing teams. Philadelphia Eagles. Number 2, the New Orleans Saints. The Saints. Here's one reason why. Michael Thomas. You have an all-pro, maybe a future Hall of Famer, and Michael Thomas on one side, and then you have a guaranteed Hall of Famer, perennial all-pro, a superstar, and Julio Jones. Who the freak are you going to guard? Who are you going to guard? Who are you going to double? If you double Julio Jones, then Michael Thomas is going to experience something he's never experienced in his NFL career, and that's not being double teamed. If you double Michael Thomas, then Julio Jones is going to experience something he's never experienced before, and that's not being double teamed. Ideal fit. Oh, and you have Jameis Winston, who loves to throw the freaking ball. He can pass. He just doesn't always pass it to the right team. Number 3, the Indianapolis Colts. Hush your fuss. Get your panties out of a bunch. Carson Wentz is not a bad quarterback. Did he live up to the Philadelphia Eagles' ungodly expectations? Probably not. No. Is he a little injury prone? But can he sling the football? Does he know how to play football? Yes. And that Colts offensive line, legit. You got Hilton on one side. Once again, who are you going to double? And I believe that if you give Carson Wentz some time, he is going to find the wide open man and make the best decision. Number 4, the Los Angeles Rams. The Los Angeles Rams. Can you imagine Robert Woods, Julio Jones, and Cooper Kupp in the slot? That would be just beautiful. Except for when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers play. Right? But that would be just beautiful. Once again, for Julio Jones, you're looking, and you're saying, if you double me, this other guy's going to get open. And if you double them, you leave me open, and it's a wrap. Number 5, which is probably the obvious and what actually might happen, and that is the New England Patriots. The Pats. I expect Bill Belichick to make an offer. You never know. Might get him. Might land him. But the Pats, of course, for personal reasons, it's rumored that Julio wants to play with Cam Newton. We've yet to see what Cam Newton with an elite receiver that is at this guy's Julio Jones level. Cam Newton can extend plays with his legs. Cam Newton has a great arm. Cam Newton, in my opinion, is just as accurate as any other starting quarterback in the NFL. He's not an Aaron Rodgers or Patrick Mahomes or Brady, but he can get the job done. And you got him, you got Nelson Aguilar. I mean, that's going to be problems. You got that offensive line that's legit with a great defense, and you don't have anybody sitting out this year because of COVID. They're coming back. That would be an ideal situation for Julio Jones, and it is a culture that is accustomed to winning. Number 6, which is the honorable mention, the Seattle Seahawks, man. The Seattle Seahawks. You already got a Julio Jones over there. Julio Jones body over there already. In DK Metcalf. Imagine DK Metcalf on one end, Julio Jones on the other end, Tyler Lockett coming out of the slot with another quarterback who knows how to extend plays, can throw on the run, and can go downtown. Yeah, so those are the hot buttons. Ideal fits, landing spots, destinations, whatever you want to call it for Julio Jones. Y'all let me know in the comments how you feel and where you think he's going to go and what's the ideal fit. I holla at you.